So today we're going to talk about a Black & Decker. It's a 3.6 volt, 6-inch, I think they call it the mini Garden 2-in-1 tool. So it's got this head on it, and I actually got this at a thrift store for about $7. And I always wanted one, and I like the size of this blade, and it works really good on a lot of different small flower beds and small shrubs and some of the herbs and things, and it works really well to kind of get in and out of tight spaces. I've got the big, like 2-foot-long Black & Decker as well, cordless. But this one's I really like the shape of this, the size, the weight. The problem is it keeps jamming up, and some of you may have the same problem. So what happens is you push the button, and I don't know if you can hear that. And so the mechanism inside, the motor works and everything, and we'll take this off and show you that. But what I wanted to point out was, if you can see the travel of the blade, and I kind of like you can't just turn it off, kind of don't like that you can't turn it off. So it's pushed all the way forward. And I noticed every time it locked up, it was always all the way forward. So there's something with the way the gearing is, or the mechanism inside, that oscillates this. And so I think I know how to fix that. And if you've got the same problem, this might help you as well. So I think it might be due to differences in just blade manufacturing tolerances. Okay, but let me just show you the thing works. So it spins around like no one's business. So that's good. So we know that works nonstop. I thought maybe a gear had broke, and I went in there and checked. There's no broken gears. But I think what's going on is that's going up and down. And so I clean this thing up a lot, and I'm use different kind of sewing machine oil or machine oil. I've used, PB Blaster. I've used chainsaw oil, bar oil, just to see if I could get it to smooth out better. And none of them they're all about the same. So it's not bad. I mean, I'd say there's no difference between the different oils. But what happens, so it gets stuck up there. And I think what happens, let's see if I can get that to, of course it'll never stop at the top, but get up there. Well, anyway, so when that gets to the top, what happens is I think it jams on the back of this oval here. And so I think, in fact, you can kind of see the wear. I don't know if you can pick that up on the camera or not, but there's like a wear point. Let me get a thing to point with. A wear point right around here. And I think what I want to do, right around here. And I think what I want to do is I'm going to use a Dremel and just kind of grind some of that, just a little bit of it out. Because I think what's happening is it hits this top here, and it doesn't have any further to go, and so it gets stuck until you hit it or move it or something. Eventually it'll let go, but it'll always keep stopping there. So we're going to try just to take a little bit of material off the top here, because that's what's pushing up, and that's where it's getting stuck, I think. And let's see if this works. All right, so now I can probably get in there properly. I'm going to have to come back later and get this out a little bit better. I don't know if I got much off there, but I don't think it's much of a... This is what I don't like about this thing. It's hard to get the thing back on there. What was I saying? Oh, so I didn't take much material out, but I don't think I needed to have much taken off. So let's see if this works. But the problem is you don't always know if it's... Well, that's something. Maybe that fixed it. Okay, I didn't take, I took very little material off, so obviously it works. So if yours jams up, let me show that again. Awesome, okay. Well, that worked. I wasn't sure. I had a wild hair about that, thinking that might work. So again, take your blade off, and we'll assume it's, in my case, the blade was, I'll say, all the way out like that. It couldn't go any further out. And again, I thought it was the top here that was grabbing that little cam on here, and that was just too much wasn't quite enough room for that cam to get through or push up any further. And I think you could probably, I mean, if you really wanted to get into it, you could, I guess you could open these up a little bit, these little channels here. But this is pretty simple. So, and I guess if it was down like that, if you were having it where it was in the, I'll say the down position or the other way retracted, you might need to take the material off the bottom of this little oval down here. I'm not sure what you call that, but anyway, I hope you found that useful. This was frustrating because I really like this tool, and I'd go out in the garden, I was doing some time yesterday, and it was doing a perfect job, and then all of a sudden it kept locking up on me, and you either had to take it apart or you had to hit the bottom or something to get it going. So I'm glad this worked because I'm anxious to use this again. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you really liked it, really learned something, subscribe. That's it. Yeah, subscribe. If you have any comments or questions, please put them in the comments section below. And I want to thank you very much for watching this video.